Hi class users, this is James from the class team here. Today we're going to be showing you how to share your custom reports with other workers at your center. This video won't be focusing on how to create DIY reports, so if you're not familiar with making a DIY report, I recommend you take a look at one of our other videos before watching this one. I've set up a report now that just tells me who is assigned to each service ID. If I want to share this report with other workers at my center, first, I need to save the report. I go to Save As up the top bar here, and I'll need to name it something so that it's easier to find later. I recommend naming your report as if you're going to have 100 other DIY reports later on, so it will always be easy for you to find. And for this one, I'm going to call it DIY Assigned Services. I can put a description in if I want. If I tick the Save Changes box, it will just automatically save any changes I make to the report in the future. You can always manually save changes later on, so I recommend leaving this box unticked. Now I'll select Save and Close, and that will open our DIY Assigned Services report. Now I can share this report with other workers at the center. I just need to select the Sharing option up the top here. You can share saved reports in two different ways. You can either share the reports by the role or by the user. So I might decide I want to share this report that I've created with all of my general staff so they can keep an eye on their own workload. I can go to the General Staff Access role and I'll give them the access of Locked with Filters. These sharing permissions all let the workers do different things when they have access to the report. I won't go through each of them here, but you can take a look at our online guide for more information on each of these permissions. The user's sharing permissions work exactly the same as the roles. However, if you set a user to have a conflicting permission with what their role should have, the permission does default to the user. So if the user Phil Byrne has general staff access, but is given the permission for locked, he will have the access that is given to his user account, not to his role. Now I'll save and close. I've made some changes to the shared permissions, so I'll save the report. There are permissions that each user will need to see reports that have been shared with them. These are indicated by the word child after the permission. Selecting this permission does not give them the ability to create their own reports, only see reports shared with them. Finding reports that have been shared with you is easy to do. They're located in the reports list under the name that you selected earlier. However, it will also detail who created the list originally. This is called the owner. For this particular report, I am the owner. It lists my name and the date I created it. So if I can't remember the name of the report later, but I can remember that I made the report, I can always search for it in the owner column. And there it is. Thanks for watching.